Blimey. Hello, got a little bit of rubbish. A little bit of fly tipping here. What's going on? Oh dear, oh dear. Don't know what that's all about. Hello, you lot. How's it going? What a bloody brilliant day. It's raining a little bit, but to be honest, I think after we've had weeks and weeks of no rain, right? A little bit of rain, like what's happened now, makes everything just feel just calm, you know, and it brings everything down to earth, down to light. I think it's great. Absolutely great. I can't believe, right? I just can't believe we're on planet Earth. That's mad, isn't it? Mad. It's absolutely ludicrous. I can't believe it. Can you believe it? Tell me if you can believe it. Leave it in the comments. Can you believe we live on planet Earth? I'm going to tell you a lot of story, right? I'm going to tell you a lot of story. And this is one of them stories where a lot of you are going to probably be thinking and comment, just mind your own bloody business. But I didn't have any choice. I was in a queue for the post office, right? So I went to the post office on my lunch break. And so I'm standing in the queue. Now, there's only a small little post office, right? So the queue's out the door a little bit down the path. I'm standing there. And it's a one-way street that goes round. Now, there's an optician's there. And the optician's has got this little small car park. But that was full up because people park in the optician's when they want to go in Iceland or somewhere else, which in itself is a problem. You know, there's people out there that ruin things for other people, but that's not the topic of this video. So, right, I think it's amazing the way we live and the way things are, but the way humans think, we are the things that we ruin ourselves. Anyway, so there's one disabled parking spot here, yeah, on the side of the road a bit, disabled bay, and then it's double yellow lines. Now, the car, I'm standing in the queue for this post office, a car pulls in, a woman gets out, high heels on, looks like she's in some kind of work attire, skirt, tights, etc. Perfectly able woman. Gets out, walks off. She's in a disabled bay. I did notice, but what am I going to... It's one of them things, you look at it, you think in your head, what an idiot. And then you forget. And then another car pulls along. They stop next to the car that's in a disabled bay. And the lady that's driving sort of looks over at the front windscreen of the car, and there's no disabled badge. In the UK, in England, if you're going to park in a disabled spot, you apply to the council, whoever it is, the government, whoever, to prove that you have to prove you can't walk far. Because the idea of a disabled parking bay is it's close to the shop that you want to go in. So you haven't got to walk far, or if you've got to get in a wheelchair, you've got more space around you and you haven't got to go far, etc., etc. They're for people who can't walk, really. They've got a reason why they can't go far. They're these people that say, I'm disabled, but you can't see I'm disabled, and they can walk fine. In my opinion, they can park in a normal spot. Anyway, this isn't... It's a topic which you've got the people who do this kind of thing, they're going to argue I'm disabled. And then you've got the people who genuinely can't walk. They've got Zimmer frames, crutches, wheelchairs, one leg. You know, they're the ones that should be able to park in them spots. But anyway, so she looks over. There's no badge in it. But then she decides, for some reason, to park in front of it on the double yellow lines, right? I know, you're all triggered already. I know you are. You're all triggered and you're all going, she shouldn't park on double yellow lines. She should not park on double yellow lines. So she parked on the double yellow lines. She got out. She went round to the passenger side, and there's an old elderly lady. It turned out to be her mother. She's helping her out, lifting her up by her arms. She can't get out. Oh, I should explain, before she'd done that, she got the wheelchair out and put it next to it. The wheelchair was in the boot. Put it next to the car. Anyway, She's helping this elderly lady. She must have been 90 or older than 90 to get into the wheelchair. She's going, I could just faintly hear her. Faintly, she's going, come on, Mum. That's how I know she was a mum. Anyway, then this man walks down the path, right? Starts taking pictures with his phone of the car that's parked on double yellow lines, of all things. Now, I'm still standing in this. I'm making this sound like it's a long period. It's not. It's a couple of minutes. It will happen quite quick and within a couple of minutes. You know, I'm just standing in the queue for the post office. And anyway, so he started taking pictures. Now, he's right next to me. He's literally standing right in front of me. So, like you are now. So, just for a type of person I am, for a bit of a joke, I went, traffic warden in disguise, are you? And he went, he turned out to be foreign. I don't know where he's from. He went, I want to deport the car. I said, I wasn't expecting to have a conversation with him. I just wanted to have a joke. Anyway, he went, I want to deport the car. I said, oh, why? Because he's parked on a double yellow line, of course, he says. I said, oh, well, the only reason that you can see there, that person, the car in the disabled spot, I've just seen the whole lot pan out. The one in the disabled spot, perfectly fine and walking woman. She didn't need to park there, and she hasn't even got a badge. And these people, obviously, they've got the badge. It's all, the one that parked on double yellow lines with the old lady, they had the badge in their windscreen anyway, so you could see that they had the disabled badge. And unbelievably, he said, yeah, well, this one should not be on the double yellow line. I said, oh, right. So what are you, a traffic warden or what? He said, no, I just want to report it. My Lord. So now what we've got in this situation is, right, the sad part is this happens every day, everywhere. So we've got someone who can walk perfectly fine. I watched them walk with high heels on, for goodness sake, into the bloody, I think they went in Savers. And then we've got a car that should be able to park in that one space that can't. And then it transpired that the elderly lady had an appointment in the opticians, which is over the road, where the car park is full because people park in that car park to go in the other shops. I know. Right? So the old lady's got an appointment in the opticians. She should be able to park in a disabled bay, but she can't because someone who's not disabled has parked in it. Her daughter has had to park on double yellow lines in order to get her out, to get her into the opticians so she doesn't miss her appointment. And we've got a random foreign man on the street taking pictures of the car that's parked on the double yellow lines because he wants to report that car. He's not interested in reporting the car which parked in a disabled spot without a badge. You couldn't make this up. I'm still standing in the queue for this post office. I've moved along a little bit. This is only a minute or two, you know. It's happened quite quickly, quicker than it's taken me to tell you the story. Anyway, so I said, so the elderly lady's still getting out. She's nearly out of the car. Her daughter's nearly got her ready. Her daughter's told us about the appointment in the opticians because we can all hear each other. You know, it's not far away. It's right here. And then, I said to the man, I said, what about the car in the disabled spot? Report that one. That's the one that's caused all the problems. Shouldn't be there. And he said, no, not interested. I want to report the one on the double yellow line. Unbelievable. Anyway, then, right on cue, this lady with the high heels on that can walk perfectly well walked to a Range Rover. It was a Range Rover, a white one. Got in it. She could see that there was someone parked on these double yellow lines in front of her with a bloody disabled badge on the windscreen, and a woman helping this elderly lady out. She could see all this happening, didn't pay a blind bit of attention to it. Got in her car, started it up, reversed a bit because she couldn't go forward because the other car was parked there. Drove off. Didn't even say, oh, I'm so sorry for parking there. I just wanted to go. She didn't even make an excuse. I'm so sorry. I just needed to go in the shop quickly. You know, not even a bit of attention. And the man, I don't know whether he actually reported the car that parked on the double yellow lines. I find it astonishing. I just can't believe. Why is this random man come along? I wanted to park the car on a double yellow line. Why has he done that? It's, if you're going to report anybody, report the car that's parked in the disabled bay. You know? I just feel so sorry for people these days who... I'm not interested in the whole argument of who is disabled and who's not. I'm just not interested in that. I go by what I can see. And in my opinion, yeah, if you can't walk very well, yeah, even if you're temporarily disabled, I know the thing is you can't park in a disabled bay unless you've got that actual badge. That's the law. That's the legal thing that says you can legally park in that bay. If you sprained your ankle and you can't walk, it's just a temporary disablement. Yeah, you sprained your ankle, you think, I'm going to park in a disabled spot because it's closer, I can't walk. If you haven't got a badge, you will get a ticket. That's the sad fact about that. But anyway, I'm not here to argue about that. If people who can't walk, yeah, they should be able to park in them. And the fact that we've got some random man come along, decided to report this poor elderly old lady, just because she needs to get to the opticians, that she can't park in the optician's car park because thoughtless people that don't think properly park in the optician's car park to go in other shops. And then she can't park in the disabled bay because a thoughtless lady has parked in it who can clearly walk with ridiculously high heels on. Yeah. I thought I'd tell you that little story because I was thinking about it earlier on and I thought, blimey. There used to be an actual traffic warden. Jeff was his name. He used to walk up and down. And because I walk up and down to the shops every day, I didn't get to know him. I didn't know him by any means, but I see him a few times and I made a few jokes with him, you know. But he said, I don't know where he's gone. I think they moved him on. I don't know. I haven't seen him for a while. But he always said, look, because it's at their discretion, he always said at that time, if anyone's ever parked in a disabled spot, I'll have them. If a disabled person is parked on those double yellow lines, I'll leave them alone. As long as the disabled bay is taken by a non-disabled person. Yeah. So, I want you to leave in the comments. There will be people, you lot would have been triggered by that story. I'm going to get people telling me to leave, mind my own business. I'm just standing in the queue for the post office watching this pan out, right? And I'm now relaying the story to you because I'm amazed. Even now, I'm in my mid-30s and I'm amazed the amount of people that decide they just want to cause trouble for other people, other humans. We're all the same. We're all in the same boat here. We're all, we're all in the same boat, as I just said. Why some people decide they want to, report other people for no apparent reason. This random foreign man walking down the street was just a random man. Like, he'd see a car parked on I want to report on a double yellow line. Why? What did it have to do with him? Nothing. And if you want to be a good Samaritan, report the bloody person who's done the wrong thing in the first place and report the car in the disabled spot. I'm still amazed by the amount of people that do things like that. And yeah. So I want you to leave in the comments. I'm welcoming you all. Yeah. Haters. I always welcome haters because we need haters. We need people that don't agree with what we say because you do more than the people who do agree, actually, believe it or not. So Do you see this type of thing often where you live, wherever it may be in the world? Maybe you're one of them. I want to know on what side you're on. What side are you on? And be honest, yeah? And I know someone who's on the side of the man that was with the phone reporting people. If you're on his side, you won't be shy about telling me. I know that. So tell me. Yeah, tell me. I'm just an impartial thing here. Well, I'm not, am I? But I'm just standing in a queue watching this unfold in disbelief. In absolute disbelief. Anyway. Yeah, let me know all your thoughts in the comments about this story. And yeah, I'll see you lot later on in the crazy world that we live in, where we're all humans, we're all in the same boat, but we all like to just attack each other for some reason and make each other's lives hard. I just don't understand. Humanity, really, we don't help ourselves, do we? We ruin ourselves. Yeah, we do. I believe in treat people how you would like to be treated, in a way, right? You can't do it every day, all the time. But I guarantee this random man that decided to report this car on the W lines, he's not squeaky clean. No one, not even a bloody police officer is squeaky clean, right? No one's squeaky clean. If he did something wrong and somebody reported him, I know he'd go, well, why are you reporting me? I had not done anything wrong. I just wanted to go in the shop or whatever it is, maybe, you know. He'd have a reason why he shouldn't be reported, but he wants to report other people. Don't understand it. Anyway, I'll see you a lot later on. Love life, yeah? And we should have a nice one, hopefully. It's a bloody wonderful planet we live on. Let's just enjoy it. And let's all stop being nasty to each other. I mean, it's terrible, isn't it? It really is. I'll see you later on. And stop fly tipping. Look, I've already shown you that. What's it all about? Don't understand it. Cheerio, you lot. All the best.